dreamers, this is your come up story, and it is going to be juicy, adventurous, and action packed. So stay tuned. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Crazy Dreamer Network. My name is AJ, and let's hop right into today's reading. So today's reading is all about your come up story. I'm getting started from the bottom. Now we're here, okay? This could be your come up in your business, work, career, life, whatever that resonates with you. This is the story of your personal come up, okay? So almost like your autobiography. We have 3 piles: pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Pile number 1, we have the jade zoisite crystal mushroom with the 11th house moon in Aquarius, independence. Pile number 2s, we have this magnesite mushroom with the 4th house, Venus in Cancer, birth. And last but most certainly not least, we have the rhodonite crystal mushroom with the 6th house, Jupiter, Virgo, patience. So I'll give you all some time to meditate on your pile selection. All right, dreamy dreamers, pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. I love you all so very much, and I will see you in your reading. So excited. Bye. Hey, pile number 1s, welcome to your come up story, okay? So let's just hop right in. You all chose this beautiful jade zoisite crystal mushroom along with card number, so we have the 11th house, moon in Aquarius with independence, okay? So it's interesting because I feel like your come up story is like you had to fight for everything that you have currently or will be having in the near future, okay? And you've had to kind of go at things alone, right? Hence independence. With the moon being in Aquarius and the 11th house, that kind of speaks about networks and stuff like that. I feel like you have been able to utilize a network, but ultimately either your goal was an independent one or you were able to take independent action towards your goal, towards your dream, toward whatever vision that you had for yourself, right? Now, Aquariuses have a reputation for being very detached emotionally. So I think it's interesting that the moon is in Aquarius because, and it says independence because that is literally the reputation that Aquariuses have, especially with being a little detached emotionally because they are air signs. And it's interesting because simultaneously they are known for being the humanitarians of the zodiac, but they pretty much emotionally can be rather, unattached to outcomes or circumstances or even people, right? Now, we're going to get to this card because this card literally fell out the deck during the pre-shuffle. So I had to take it. But you guys got another card too, which is the 4th house, sun in Cancer with resourcefulness. So I feel like not only is your come up fiercely independent one, but you're very resourceful. And that's what, kind of got you to either where you are now or where you're about to be, pile number 1s, okay? Some of you all could have your sun in Cancer and your moon in Aquarius. So maybe that balances you out with being like, hyper emotional because Cancer is synonymous with, displaying their emotions quite frequency. A lot of the water signs are for the most part. But again, with the 4th house, you are resourceful because you're thinking about your foundation, your roots, your home, how you want to build or nest somewhere, right? And I feel like you could be doing this independently of like an infrastructure or an institution. Some of you all might want to be business owners, right? You might want to have autonomy with your time, your money, your schedule, things like that. So that's where that independence comes in, right? Self-employment could be a part of your come up story as well. So we're gonna put these cards here side by side, and then we're gonna get into the card that fell out in regards to your come up story. So we have the card number 11. Hello, 1111. So some of you all could have wished for this, could have hoped, prayed, really kind of sacrificed a lot to obtain this come up story, right? This come up in any way, shape, or form. This could be in regards to your business. This could be in regards to your finances, right? Becoming financially independent and free. This could even be in regards to like a relationship or a home or something like that. Anything that you are really striving to obtain. So we have 1111 again. For a lot of you all, this will be like, this is my reading, okay? But again, we have the constellation Aquarius with all ecstasy. And I feel like a part of your come up story was like this mass awakening that you went through in regards to like what you wanted to do, how you wanted to do it. This could be in regards, again, to a business, to a family, to like building a foundation that only, that only really aligns with you and your vision and your goal. I just keep getting visions and goals. We have all ecstasy. So I feel like when this is going to feel so good to you, it's almost going to feel like a dream, and it's interesting that this it looks like this person is underwater too, but you see how this woman's face here is like green, and then we have the green zoisite crystal mushroom. Green could be very relevant in your come up story, right? This could be like your lucky color or your favorite color, or I feel like maybe a green goddess you could be correlated with too. This is an Egyptian feminine royal energy here, right? So I feel like a lot of you all might have past lives of a royal bloodline, like an Egyptian bloodline or something like that as well, or you could resonate with that story. But I feel like you guys always realized and you guys always knew you were meant to be royal. You were meant to be more than just your current circumstances or your past circumstances, or more than what just met the eye. Also, I feel like there is a dream coming true for you, pile number ones, in regards to your come up story because of how resourceful you are. Okay. And fiercely independent. This could be your come up story, right? Could be a manifestation of you wanting to be more independent as well. So we're going to put these two cards up here. Let's put them all the way up here. And then we're going to go and pull some more tarot cards in regards to this come up story. Okay. So I've already shuffled the cards off camera. Tell us more, Spirit, about our pile number one's come up story. Look, y'all are already getting cards out. We have the Queen of Wands. You are destined for greatness and to erupt into the scene, pile number ones. Okay. With the Queen of Wands, this is a Hawaiian goddess here, or a Polynesian goddess here. She kind of gives me Pele energy. And, I feel like when you come into the scene, when you come up, oh my gosh, you are going to be so beautiful, so mesmerizing, so fiery, so just inspiring to the people around you. They're really going to wonder, how did you do this? How did you it almost seems like you came up overnight, even though we all know that's a lie, right? We all know, Rome wasn't built in a day, so to speak, but you're going to erupt like this volcano. And it's almost like you're going to be everywhere all at once with this Queen of Wands energy. You also could have like a lot to carry, but you're going to do it so well and gracefully. And it's almost going to look like you're finessing things. Like people are going to wonder, damn, how is she doing it? How is he doing it? You know what I mean? But you just carry this Queen of Wands energy, which is just very like, I can handle multitasking. And I don't even want to use the word multitasking, but I can handle many responsibilities. It's not a problem to me. It's almost like I'm able to rise up to my challenges, right? So let's see. Tell us more, Spirit. Some of you all could like be Polynesian or be Hawaiian, or even like go to Hawaii, or Hawaii could have been a part of this like awakening experience for you, right? This could be a part of your come up story. Like Hawaii could be a part of your come up story. Okay. Tell us more, Spirit. Tell us more about our pile number one's come up story. Clear, concise, accurate messages. Tell us more about our pile number one's come up story. This is a lot of cards, so I want to become more clear. Tell us more. Clear, concise, accurate messages for our pile number one's come up story. Okay. Look at that. Ace of Cups. So with this Ace of Cups here, this is talking about like almost like refining a skill. And this is sake that they're pouring into this bowl, right? So some of you all could have took a class or an apprenticeship to really refine a skill, or become a crafts person in your field, right? Because you have so much love for it, you're dedicating a lot of your time, energy, and bandwidth to this. And this is going to be a major part of your come up story. Love, okay? Whether it be pouring into yourself, self-love, or whether it be new love that's coming in, or a deepening of a current connection that's coming in, is also a part of your origin story. Pile number ones. We have the Three of Coins here too. So you know what's funny? This person is moving to the beat of their own drums. And it's interesting because we have these two masked figures who almost look kind of upset that they're moving to the beat of their own drum, that they're fiercely independent of them, right? So granted, the Three of Coins does speak about cooperation and teamwork. I feel like you work well in a team, but you also work very, very well independently, right? You're kind of like a self-starter. That's why a lot of you might resonate with being an entrepreneur, because being an entrepreneur or a business owner, especially when you're self-employed, you have to be a self-starter. You have to kind of like move to the beat of your own drums. Some of you all might be Aquariuses too, because Aquariuses are known for moving to the beat of their own drums. They really, because of that air of detachment, that is a part of their personality. They really don't care whether or not people, agree with them or whatever. They do what they want to do, right? So that's what I'm getting here. And this person is very like nonchalant. They are just kind of doing their own things, right? And then we have these masked people. And you remember when I say there's something in regards to the color green, whether this is a green goddess, whether this is maybe even having to endure a certain level of envy that comes from people, you're very protected regardless, right? And I see these peacock feathers, and this person has many peacock feathers in their head, and then this masked figure only has one, but there's a correlation to peacock feathers. So some of you all might be connected to the goddess Oshun, or connected to a goddess of some sorts that has to do with wealth, prosperity, because the peacock feathers pretty much symbolize that, right? And so does the coins energy. So we have the Ten of Wands. I feel like this has been an arduous journey. This has been heavy, on you. And this has taken a while. This could have taken up to 10 years for you to have come up in this way, or will kind of take that amount of time. But I feel like you're almost there, pile number ones. Like you guys are so close to reaching that goal, that come up, regardless of what the come up is, right? Only you all would know, because this is a timeless reading, but this is also a general reading. So take what resonates and leave the rest. But I really feel like you're coming into your own, and very soon, right? The Ten of Wands talks about kind of being burdened, having a lot on your, having a heavy load to carry, but also, what is it called? Also being very near to your goal, whatever that is, right? And it's interesting because look, we have this tree that's growing almost into this skull. And I'm filming this on a full moon in Scorpio. And Scorpio represents the underworld. Scorpio represents kind of like everything that's hidden, everything that's subconscious, almost like death and rebirth as well. I just seen 333 on the time stamp too. It was actually 1333, but you know. And we have the 8 of coins here. I feel like you've worked very hard for this manifestation and for this come up, almost to the point where like blood, sweat, and tears. I think I had said that earlier too. But also to the point of maybe even wanting to give up, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think you did, you know, I don't think you did. I don't think you ever will. And this is why, you know, you're going to continue to persist, and your come up story is going to be so beautiful and awe inspiring, right? That's what I was getting with this Queen of Wands and that Independence card with that Egyptian goddess of royalty. Is going to be so awe-inspiring to other people. When you come up, they're going to feel like they can do it too, okay? Let's pull some more cards. We have 5 cards here. I kind of do want to clarify some of these cards or pull more cards in regards to your come up story, because I really think this is very beautiful and inspiring. Pile number ones, okay? So let's get into it. Oh, we also have the 10 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. And it's funny because you know what I was getting? Not everyone could come with you. There's only enough room for one person. And not necessarily one person, right? But not everyone could come with you, or you choose very wisely the people who are going to be a part of your vision, your dream, because I feel like there have been certain relationships that you might have had to cut off in order to continue to grow and to pursue this dream, this goal, this vision. Okay. So now let's get more into this come up story. So we're going to go and use the Oracle of the Universe deck. Tell us more, Spirit, about pile number one's come up story. Give us clear, concise, accurate details about our pile number one's come up story. Look at this. So we already have card number 38, Nebula, necklace with self-trust. I have a feeling like you trust yourself more and more and more as the days go by, because you've already put the hard work in. I'm getting 10,000 hours. Like your origin story is going to be like, I put in that apprenticeship. I put in that 10,000 hours. I put in that 10 years or that 7 years or that 8 years, however long it took to become an expert and a master in my craft or in my field, right? Also 16, oh my gosh, I just seen 1616 on the time clock, and I wanted to say something, but I was so deeply into this card, right? We have the constellation with Ursa Minor with consequences. And I feel like you understand, I feel like you trust in the choices that you make, because you know that every reaction has an equal or opposite reaction. So the choices you make, you literally have to almost like make your bed and sleep in it, right? So you make very wise choices, because you know with every choice, for good or bad, comes with a consequence, right? Whether that's a good consequence or whether that's, you know, something that you might not favor. But I feel like this journey that you're on to pile number ones is just endowing you with more self-trust, and it's making you very independent. And I feel like this could be financial freedom or financial independence that you're like, this is going to be a part of your come up story, because it takes a lot of self-trust to develop into a person who is super successful, right? And I feel like you're learning this. And you've had to endure certain consequences of your actions, but because you're learning at a very rapid rate, it's helping you to trust yourself more and more and more as the days go by, or just in regards to your come up. Okay, so let's see what's at the bottom of this deck. Come on. We have card number 14, Constellation Perseus with Destiny. It's your destiny. Like, I feel like you're not letting anyone or anything or any circumstance get in front of your destiny. And of course, you want to bring people with you, because hello, it's quote unquote lonely at the top, right? It's no fun if you can't have your friends and family and people you grew up or people you love with you, right? But I feel like the people who will come will be the people who understand that you might have to have certain times of solitude. You might have to endure certain times of being fiercely independent, whereas maybe they want certain things too. And you guys will kind of meet each other at the top, so to speak, right? Let's kind of get some last messages for our pile number ones in regards to their come up story, Spirit. Clear, concise, accurate messages for our pile number ones in regards to their come up story. Tell us more, Spirit. Clear, concise, accurate messages for our pile number ones in regards to their come up story. Okay, so we're gonna keep that. Look at this. What's at the bottom of the deck? The warrior. You're a spiritual gangster. You're a warrior, pile number ones. You're a real one. Okay, you've been through it and back again. And that third eye is bussin'. That third eye is so open, and your crown chakra has fully developed along with your third eye. And you see this snake going through this, I forget what you call this, but it's almost like, it's not taxidermy, but it's kind of similar. The snake going through this kind of like head of a bull or skull. This, to me, this represents the transformation that you have endured to have this type of come up, right? You're a spiritual warrior. You know what I'm saying? So here are the cards that came out. So we have the nectar. This come up is going to feel so sweet to you because of everything that you have endured to get here. Okay. Everything that you've endured to get here. And this nectar card, the nectar card, is giving me all ecstasy. So this is how it's going to feel. It's going to feel so sweet. And this come up is going to taste so good to you. You'll never go back to being who you once were. We have the dead end. You'll never go back to being who you once were. Okay. You are forever changed. You are forever changed because you had to change as a person. You had to develop and grow to really change your identity to come to this person who you are now. Okay. That's what I'm getting here, especially with all those 10s. You could be seeing a lot of 10s. Your clear cognizance could be very prevalent to you during this time as well. Okay. And then we have the lover. I love this. Some of you all might be Gemini. Some of you all might be in a relationship too. And this relationship has really kind of cultivated and strengthened who you are as a person as well. Okay. With the lover energy here. And I say that because I feel like you're becoming this swan, right? This person who handled things with grace, tact, integrity, and dignity. Okay, let's see. This swan could be a confirmation for some of you all as well. And then we have the kiss, okay? We have this crescent moon as well. So I feel like, again, these two cards are kind of semblances. I feel like there's a bond here that's strengthening over time because of who you're becoming in the process of this come up story. Some of you all, this could be like a love come up story. Others, this could just be the choices and the decisions that you have made to get here, right? But I feel like this could be a romantic path, a romantic partner too, that is helping you, or a journey that you're on that has helped you along the way. And just because we have independence here, it doesn't necessarily mean that you can't lean on people or you won't lean on people. Okay. People are not an island. So we have to be resourceful, right? And that's going to take allowing people to help us when we need it. Okay. And I have a feeling that you have a person here that has helped you. Now, here's something interesting. We have a hand that seems like it's stopping or that's reaching out. And then we have two hands here, right? And it says the dead end and the kiss. Now, some of you all have had to let go of a partner or someone in your life. This doesn't necessarily have to mean like in a negative way or anything like that. Maybe you have had to put an end, or you were seeing that something was going nowhere kind of fast, or, you know, yeah, something was kind of going nowhere kind of fast, so you had to put an end to it. But I feel like you even making this decision has molded you as a person, and as a person who has, you know, who is very successful, and a person that people can rely on and depend on, whether it be in your business, whether it be in your family, whether it be, you know, in your work, you name it. But I really do have a feeling that this is bringing you closer to yourself, okay? To your divinity. Let's roll these astro dice to conclude your reading. Tell us more, Spirit. Last. Okay, we have Scorpio energy here. So some of y'all might be Scorpios, or others, this could be applying to this Scorpio full moon. Tell us more, Spirit. Clear, concise, accurate messages. Last messages for pile number 1's come up story. Ugh. We have Pisces energy, and we have 11. You cannot make this up. Some of you all, this might have to do with your 11th house. Others, this could have something to do with like networking, friendships, connections that maybe you've had to kind of like let go of in the past, and maybe decide, you know, who you were going to take with you, or, you know, who wanted to come. Because not everyone wants to come, and not everyone is able to come with you on your come up story, right? But I feel like you'll know the people who are for you. We also have a hand reaching out here. There's a lot of hands depictions here. So I would look up the symbolisms of hands. Like you could be like an artist who works with their hands, something like that. But there's a lot of depictions of hands. So I would definitely look that up. Pile number 1's, okay? But that is all the time that I have, my dreamy dreamers, in regards to your come up story. I really hope this reading resonated with you, and you got something out of this reading. If you did, please hit that thumbs up button, like, share, and subscribe. Share this content with loved ones, family, friends, or anyone who would best benefit from this message today. Again, if you're interested in booking a private reading with me, look no further. The link to my website will be in the description box down below. I love you all so much, and I'll see you in your next reading. Bye. Hey, pile number 2's, welcome to your come up story. Let's hop right in. So you all chose this magnesite mushroom for your crystal selection, and we're going to dive into that magnesite just for a moment. So it says, magnesite brings a deep peace to meditation and relaxation. Placed on the third eye, the stone enhances visualization and imagery. It opens the heart chakra and stimulates heartfelt love, including love for self, which is necessary before you can embrace love from other people. Now, here's the thing. It says magnesite can be very helpful in the practice of unconditional love in situations where relationships with other people are difficult because of their behavior or addictions. It helps you to feel centered, standing by placidly and allowing the other person to be totally who they are without requiring them to change or being affected yourself in any way by their difficulties. Now, I really like this energy for your, I keep wanting to say origin story, for your come up story, pile number 2's, because this 4th house Venus in Cancer card represents birth. And it's interesting because you guys know how I like to shuffle off camera sometimes for brevity's sake. And the mother came out, and you know what's interesting? I kind of zoned out and didn't even verbalize my intention while I was shuffling. It just came out, and I was like, wow, okay, so this was meant to come out. So with birth and the mother, some of you all's come up story might be one of a family, right? Some of you guys' origin story might be one of birthing something, right? Now this could be an actual baby, or this could be like an idea coming to life, coming to fruition, right? A lot of you all might be Cancerians or have this Cancer and Venus in your birth chart, right? But what I'm getting is something is on the precipice of coming to fruition, right? With this come up story, and you have been tending to it like a baby. This could be a business. This could be a relationship. This could be your career path, whatever you have been tending to, nurturing, watering, preparing, right? it's about to come to fruition for you, okay? Now, again, this could be yourself, right? This could talk about having to mother yourself because maybe you weren't given that, you know, tender loving care and compassion or something like that. But I'm really getting germination and bringing something to the forefront, okay? And in regards to like an idea, a vision, this could be an actual baby for those who want to be mothers, for those even males watching this reading, for those who want to eventually have a family. This could be something that you're on the precipice of having or obtaining, okay? So yeah, I want to know what those sigils are. So I'm actually going to crack this Oracle of the Radiant Sun book open just quickly, because I do want to know about those sigils. So it says the angel of birth above a newborn baby. The rocky cavern suggests the hard protective shell of Cancer above the sun and moon safeguard the birth. The two sigils represent the seal of Venus and the spirit of Venus. So this is definitely talking about Venusian energy. And your come up story could also have to do with the divine feminine. Okay. This could do with your divinity and you placing emphasis on the divinity of your feminine nature. Okay. Of your feminine spirit, no matter the gender you subscribe to as well. Okay. So let's delve deeper into these messages. Okay. Tell us more, Spirit. Give us clear, concise, accurate messages for our pile number 2's come up story. Look at this. We have card number 6 with the constellation Virgo and Justice. I feel like you're heading somewhere. Literally, you're heading somewhere. Like this compass is in this woman's mind. You're heading somewhere and you're wondering if you're headed to the right direction. And it's interesting because we have Virgo here with Justice, and typically it's Libra. Hello. It's Libra, which Venus rules, or yeah, I think Venus rules Taurus and Libra. But we have Virgo here, which is the Virgin, and which is oftentimes depicted as the mother too, right? Almost like the Virgin Mary or something like that. With the number 6 here, I feel like this could be in reference to the 6th house. It doesn't have to be, but it gives me that energy. Some of you all might be drawn to pile number 3 as well, or this could connect to pile number 3 in some ways also. But yeah, some of you guys are wondering if you're headed in the right direction in regards to your come up, or you could have just always wondered that, you know, because this person is looking down, like they're contemplating, where am I going? What am I doing? Am I doing the right thing? But with this Justice card here, there is a sense of balance here. So I feel like your come up story has a lot to do with balancing yourself out, heading towards your true north and not stopping until something is conceived here. We also have at the bottom of the deck card number 40 with the nebula blue snowball with patience. I feel like you've been patiently waiting for something to happen, almost like how mothers have to wait 9 months for their children to come out of their womb, right? You've been germinating something, you've been gestating something. It's almost like how a fetus gestates in the womb of a mother. Like this is what's been happening. Okay. So patience is a virtue. And then we have card number 44 plus 0. That's 4 again. This talks about, I'm getting 4th house energy. I'm getting nesting. We have a whole nest here, right? I'm getting roots. I'm getting, you know, family connections, connecting to your ancestry, things of that nature. And, you know, this could be tiresome. This could be tiresome, right? So let's see. Let's get more details with some tarot in regards to your come up story. Tell us more, Spirit. Clear, concise, accurate messages for our pile number 2's come up story. It's funny because I don't know if you guys can see that flame, but it's very still right now. Very still. Give us clear, concise, accurate messages for our pile number 2's come up story, Spirit. Look at this, 4 of Wands. Some of you all maybe have been waiting to get married or to move or something like that. And I feel like your wish is going to come true, and you're going to have a very beautiful ceremony, that was like fated, like meant to be. Very beautiful coming together with like another person or some type of success and celebration that is far overdue. We have the Page of Cups. I feel like your intuition is telling you this, or has been telling you this for quite some time. And look, we have like 7 moons here. There's 3 moons here, 3 moons there, and then a larger moon behind this person's head. And you could have waited many moons for this to happen. Again, more patience energy here. And then we have the 8 of Cups. And I feel like you've had to lead, you're on your journey, right? And you're going towards your 9th cup, pile number 2s, right? You're going towards that wish fulfillment. It's been a long journey. And I feel like you've really contemplated, like, would this ever happen? Will I ever get my happily ever after, so to speak, with the 4 of Wands here? But I have a feeling you will. It's like, follow the path that you are being led to with the Page of Cups. Be lighthearted and trust in your intuition, because it's guiding you somewhere very beautiful. You see how like this person, they're just cheerful, and they're not really paying attention to what they're kind of like walking into right now. And with the 8 of Cups, I feel like you could look at the stars a lot. You could look above, and you could look at the moon a lot and just wonder, you know, what's calling to you? What is your path? What are you meant to do, have in this lifetime in regards to your come up story? 10 of Wands, I just have a feeling it's just the road has been very like, not tough, but like it's been a long winding road, right? It feels that way at least. Tell us more, Spirit, about our pile number 2's come up story. Tell us more about pile number 2's come up story. Thank you. We have the 6 of Coins. I feel like Spirit wants to give you a gift of, because you give so much, you're about to receive big. Spirit's about to give you something big. Okay. I want to pull another card. You know what's interesting too? We have the Devil here, and I feel like this has become an obsession. This transformative energy has become an obsession to you. You know, we have the snake here, and then we have the snake wrapped around this nest, almost like trying to protect it. And it's become an obsession to you, so much to the point where like, again, you remember when I said balance or something like that? This talks about balancing, giving too much time to others and sacrificing your time that you give to yourself or something like that, right? Balancing giving and receiving, but having success. Success is on its way. Tell us more, Spirit, about pile number 2's come up story. Tell us more about our pile number 2's come up story. Give us more clear, concise detail. Okay, these are way too many cards. Give us clear, concise detail. Okay, we'll take those. We'll take this too. Okay, so we have the 8 of Wands. Something could be coming in fairly quick in regards to this come up as well. Some type of communication, notification, something along those lines. We have the King of Swords. I feel like your clarity, you're clear now. And this looks like a phoenix. You're very clear. And I feel like you're no longer going to mince your words. It's almost like, you know, what's interesting. This is a King of Swords, but you know how they say in nature, the females can be more vicious than the males because they have to in order to protect their cubs or their kids, right? That's what I'm getting here too. We also have the 3 of Coins here. So this could be, you know, kind of like walking to the beat of your own drums while other people might be hating on the sidelines or something like that. And you're not even noticing because you're so busy with what you're doing, right? And then we have Strength. And I feel like Spirit just wants you to keep moving forward, keep staying persistent and consistent towards your goals. Because look, we have all these mushrooms here. And I feel like this represents an amount of growth that you are going through, right? And you are conquering a lot of proverbial like obstacles or proverbial demons, right? That maybe you have, you know, carried alongside of you for quite some times, but you're traversing that energy now, and you're strengthening your voice. You're strengthening your voice. You're strengthening your no too, right? You might have to say no to certain things and people. And I feel like with this motherly energy, this divine feminine energy, a lot of you all might feel bad for saying no because you're such nurturers, you're so kind, you're so compassionate, but you have to kind of like protect yourself, right? That's what I'm getting also. With the 5 of coins here, yeah, I feel like, you know, some of you have really kind of like had it hard, or have felt on hard times, or really never knew who you could lean on. But, you know, it's interesting because the 5 of coins is at the bottom of the deck, and we have the 6 of coins that came out. So I feel like things are really balancing out in your life, and will balance out in your life in regards to your come up story. I'm literally getting started from the bottom. Now we're here, right? I'm literally getting like, it has taken some time to traverse certain obstacles, but you know, you're learning to love yourself unconditionally. And a part of loving yourself unconditionally is mothering yourself, is being a parent to yourself. But it's also learning when your no means no and your yes means yes, and not just saying yes because you don't feel like you want to step on anyone's toes, or you don't feel like you want people to be upset with you or something like that. Like really meaning the things that you say to people because you respect you enough. You value your time and your energy enough. So let's pull more of these cards here. Tell us more, Spirit. Ooh, these are too many. Tell us more. Clear, concise, accurate messages about our pile number 2's come up story. Tell us more about pile number 2's come up story, Spirit. Look at this. We got arrows. Okay, hold on. We're going to take these. What did I see here that represented this? This is kind of, these two are kind of giving me the same energy, but there's a lot of passion and conviction that lies in how you speak and how you talk and how you move as well. We're going to take this too. And we have the Pilgrim here. So you could be kind of nomadic. You could like to travel. You can like to leave places better than how you found them too, is what I'm getting, pile number 2's. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the Mirror. I feel like there's a lot of confronting, okay? You're going to meet people on your path too with the Pilgrim who mirror you, right? And there's something about the moon. Some of you all could really be Cancers, right? Cancerians could be your zodiac. Cancer could be your zodiac sign, or you could have a lot of Cancer in your chart. So you're very intuitive, okay? You're very intuitive, very psychic by nature. But I have a feeling this has a lot to do with home. This could have a lot to do with home because the 4th house represents home, represents laying down roots, represents that, right? And maybe you, again, your come up story is almost like having a fairy tale type of wedding or happily ever after is what I'm getting. And it feels like you've been on just such a journey, pile number 2's, that, you know, this was well worth the wait. This was well worth the wait. I feel like the story has had a lot of ups and downs. The plot was crazy, right? But ultimately you immediately got what you were asking for and wishing for and wanting, okay? So now let's roll some of these astro dice to conclude your reading. Last messages for our pile number 2, Spirit, clear, concise, accurate messages in regards to their come up story. Interesting. So we have this 6th house, okay, which talks about routine. Maybe you're finding a lot of routine. I'm also getting balance here because we have that card, and that's number 6. Let me pick it up. Might as well. Okay. This could be about materials too, like earthly possessions, because we have 6, 6, and this 6 of coins here as well. We have Leo energy. And then we have Aquarius energy, okay? I feel like these could be your spirit guides as well. Maybe you have a spirit guide mother or Aquarius who's always watching over you, ensuring your safety as you travel or on your path, pile number 2's. Also with the Leo energy here, I have a feeling you're very gregarious, charming, witty, fun. You can have Leo in the 6th house as well, or Aquarius in the 6th house. and maybe you like spontaneity and have certain routines, right? We do have this King of Swords here, which gives Aquarius energy as well. So there could be a protective figure, a mother figure here, or something that is guiding you and keeping you strong along your path as well. Okay. And, you know, you're going to get this happily ever after. This was the first card that came out, the Four of Wands. So to me, that's the strongest energy, you know, of the reading is the first card. So yeah, pile number 2's beautiful reading, beautiful love story is what I'm kind of getting here, you know, not totally, but kind of. So yes, so I love you all so very much, pile number 2's. I really hope this message resonated with you in some way, shape, or form. If it did, please hit that thumbs up button, like, share, and subscribe. Share this content with anyone who might benefit from hearing these messages. If you all are interested in booking a private reading with me, my website is in the description box down below, and you can do just that, okay? So I love you all so much, and until next time, I'll see you in your next reading. Bye. Hey, pile number 3's, welcome to your come up story, okay? So I'm just gonna delve straight into it. I feel like pile number 3's, a lot of you all are already in the midst of your come up story, right? Like, these are the cards that fell out during the pre-shuffle, and I got all clearance from spirit to take them, right? So I feel like this is kind of like where you are now, and this is yet to be revealed. And then we're going to just keep progressing on your path, right? So let's start off with the rhodonite crystal mushroom that you all chose. And I know rhodonite has a lot to do with like heart healing, heart space healing. This could be heart chakra healing as well. And just kind of like healing yourself through certain instances of maybe letting people, circumstances, places go, right? And it's interesting because we have the card, the threshold, right? You're on the threshold of something, pile number 3's, in regards to this come up story. And I feel like you're on the threshold of exiting the forest, right? You know how they say like bigger picture thinking is like, you know, seeing the forest through the trees, right? That's having bigger picture thinking, right? And sometimes we do the opposite, right? We can't see the forest through the trees, right? Because we're just so focused on ourselves or the subject, right? We're not being objective. We're being subjective, right? So that's what I'm getting here. And these cards mirror something. So it's almost like you're almost out of the woods, so to speak. You're almost out of the woods. And I think because you're almost out of the woods, this could have a lot to do with you being very patient, right? In regards to, you know, you working on yourself, you working on, you know, your life's task, something like that, right? And I do want to read a little bit of this 6th house. We have Jupiter in Virgo energy here as well. So we have 6, patience, Jupiter in Virgo, Jupiter gain, Virgo perfection and service. It says a gentle woman strolls in her garden. She wears an elaborately and delicately embroidered dress. The ox and the lion look away from each other in peace. The classical heads are earth goddess Circe and Gaia. Circe and Gaia, very interesting. Gaia represents earth. Circe, I'm not too sure. So it says when this card appears in a reading, it may show that the questioner should not be afraid to ask for assistance with a project. It says events, acting as secretary for a social or self-help group, reorganizing methods and systems of system of an organization, spending time helping someone with a learning difficulty. So I feel like pile number 3's, in regards to your come up story, you're on the precipice of gaining something amazing. And it's because you've been so patient and of service to people. Okay. And again, this could be just how that book described it, but that's what I'm getting. Some of you all might even have your Virgo and Jupiter, okay, in your birth chart. You guys also were one of the piles that got 2 cards. So let's reveal that now. We have card number 5, very interesting, with Saturn in Leo with generosity, right? And this is giving me 6 of Pentacles energy, and it's in reverse. It was in reverse, and I feel like very compelled to take that in reverse. I feel like your come up story is really going to be to balance your giving and receiving, because I feel like sometimes you guys could give to a fault, right? You guys could help to a fault. So that it could hinder how much you help as well. Like, look at all this chaos that's going on as the gods, right? Zeus or whomever this is like distributing, just kind of breadcrumbing these people. I feel like you've been very patient with organizations or yourself or the people in your life that you have been generous to. And Spirit is telling you to kind of like, maybe your come up story might be, okay, I've spent this amount of my time being generous, and where has it gotten me? And not in like a villainous type of way, so bear with me with these messages, but like I really need to weigh the pros and the cons of who and what I am being generous to. That's what I'm getting here, right? And I feel like you're at the threshold of something, and it could have been this, right? It could have been coming to the realization like, wait, have I just been spinning my wheels when it comes to being generous? Have I not been being generous to the right causes, to myself even, okay? That's what I'm getting. That's a part of your come up story. But let's see. I do want to read a little bit of this generosity card. Okay, so it says, an enthusiastic speaker addresses a large gathering, passing on the words of a great prophet of the past. The image of the prophet sits above as an inspiration for the performance of the speaker. Very interesting. So it says, when Saturn in Leo is drawn, the subject of the reading has much creative joy to share. If this is offered with no strings attached, the chances of a successful outcome are assured. It says events, an opportunity to shine, being asked to perform a good cause, teaching creative skills to those less talented, helping with the education of children. And I'm getting this is more so being asked to perform a good cause. And since it was in reverse, I double down on what I'm saying. But take what resonates, of course, leave the rest. If you just don't resonate with this energy, you probably should choose another pile, okay? But let's delve deeper into the reading. So we have card number 31, constellation Hercules with strength. And it's interesting because the story of Hercules is a very tumultuous one, right? Like Hercules was almost cursed at birth because of the sins of his fathers, so to speak, right? And as much as he tried to get ahead in life and to accomplish certain goals, it took him 10 times as long and 10 times as much energy to do it because of that curse, right? So I feel like you all have been working on something so diligently and so kind of like meticulously and methodically to the point where it feels like it's just taken forever, right? Some of y'all might be 31, or the number 31 could be relevant. Some of y'all might be born on the 31st of any given month, right? But what I'm getting is keep going. Even Hercules, you know, he became Hercules through the journey of this, right? We wouldn't know Hercules if he had an easy life, if it all just came to him, you know, super easily and effortlessly, right? So that's why I'm thinking you're on the threshold of something amazing, okay? Keep going, stay resilient, stay consistent, and stay persistent on your path. And we have patience here too. Come on, you can look at this. We have the sun. We have Ra, God of the sun. And look at how Ra is sailing into the sunset, right? Ra carries the Ankh, which is the key of life. It's everything. It's everything, right? So I feel like some of you all could be Leos because we do have this Leo energy here. But ultimately what I'm getting is that like, it's your time to shine. You remember it even said that too in this generosity card. Your time to shine is now. You're on the threshold and the precipice of something very great and something that you have been really working very hard towards. Pile number 3s in regards to your come up. Come on, you can't make this up. Okay. I also feel like there's been a lot of yang energy here that has been forged, right? With the 7 of Wands. We have masculine, and masculine energy here. So with the 7 of Wands here, you guys are standing up for your convictions. You guys are really working and burning the midnight oil, so to speak, to really make something come to fruition for you because you believe in it that much. You believe in your cause and your gifts and your abilities in regards to anything. This could literally be anything that could be a part of this come up. This could be work, business, love, relationships, family, you name it, right? Whatever resonates with you. So let's pull some more tarot cards and gain more insight and clarity into your come up story. Clear, concise, accurate come up details for pile number 3's come up story, Spirit. Clear, concise, accurate details. Sorry, y'all. For our pile number 3's come up story. Okay. We're going to take it. This was at the bottom of the deck, so we're definitely going to take it. And we'll get into those other ones later. So let's see. So we have the Knight of Wands. I feel like maybe even in the past, you guys might have felt like one foot in, one foot out. You know what I mean? Like very like impulsive when it came to making certain decisions as well. And this could be in regards to your generosity. Like it's like you guys were so impulsive about helping people. You just delved straight in. You didn't even think about the repercussions or the ramifications that went into what you were agreeing to. Okay. And some of you all thought that was even noble, whereas it's not necessarily, because you could have been impeding or even accidentally wasting others' time, right? We have the Queen of Coins here. Yeah. Someone who's very resourceful. We have Virgo energy too, or at least Earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. But I feel like you guys are very resourceful. So people might come to you because they feel like you have a lot of knowledge about certain things. You have a lot of skills. You've acquired a level of strength or skills because you've had to like work hard for the things that you've gotten, right? So there's this resourcefulness, and there's this very nurturing, compassionate, and giving nature to you as well. We also have the Page of Wands here. So because of that, there could be a lot of good news. People could like your optimism and your spirit as well, pile number 3's. And I feel like this is a part of your come up and your come up story, because you don't really come across a lot of those people who, you know, still have that fire burning within them and still have that drive and that can-do spirit. Always get with this Page of Wands a very can-do energy. Okay. We have the Three of Coins. It's interesting because I want to say throughout each pile, this talks about, you know, with the Three of Coins, this depiction in particular is about moving to the beat of your own drum, but almost like, you know, in the traditional Rider-Waite emphasis of this card talks about cooperation, it talks about teamwork, and it talks about building with others. So this could be in regards to like maybe wanting to be more self-oriented, especially, I know it's interesting because we have Saturn in Leo here, right? And then we have the Sun. And I feel like the Leo energy is here to talk about more self-orientation, not total self-orientation, but just increasing that. And imagine if you have so much success with helping others, how could you help yourself more a little bit too? How could you be more generous with yourself, right? And then we have the Page of Coins. So we have two pages here. So there could be a brand new beginning or a brand new opportunity or a seed that you've sown in regards to something. Okay. And there could also sorry, I was getting ringing in my left ear. There can also be an opportunity, or, you know what, I was going to say a message, and then I got the ringing in my left ear. There could also be a message coming to you quickly, maybe about a monetary message or something like that too, with these two pages here. Yeah, there could be good news coming to you because of your generosity, and it's finally paying off, right? Maybe you just, yeah, it's finally just paying off for you, pile number 3's. But again, and this could be a part of your come up story, because I feel like a lot of you all pile number threes have been very relentless when it comes to being resourceful, when it comes to helping others, when it comes to, you know, sharing the wealth, so to speak, and making sure that the people in your community or the people in your family or your loved ones get what they need in life. But I feel like Spirit is also suggesting that you don't leave yourself out of the equation, is what I'm getting. Because I feel like Virgos, they also are synonymous with martyrdom. And sometimes that, you know, to be a martyr isn't the best thing. You know what I'm saying? Bottom of the deck here, we also have the 8 of Swords. So I feel like there could be some anxiety about what's to come from this. Like, have I just been spinning my wheels? Have I wasted my time just giving to others to the point where I'm there? I have nothing, you know? But I think those are just thoughts. You have a lot, you know? You just have to look at the things that you have and stop letting your mind tell you that you've wasted time, because you didn't. Helping others is never a waste. But if you are reflective on that, there might be certain adjustments that you can make towards helping yourself. And that's where I see you're on the threshold of, in the precipice of, is leaning more towards assisting yourself with your goals, your dreams, your ambitions in life. And this is a huge part of your come up story. So let's pull some more cards from the Oracle of the Universe deck. Thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit, for cleansing and blessing this deck, for giving pile number threes clear, concise, accurate messages on their origin, on their come up story. This card wanted to come out too, so come on. Come on, we have card number 6, Constellation Virgo with Justice. Some of you all could be Virgos, heavy Virgo energy. Look at this. We have card number 20, Constellation Cetus with Fear. I have a feeling a lot of you all could feel like, you know, what do I do? You know, I feel like there's some type of fear, and this is false evidence appearing real, right? This is definitely 8 of Swords energy here. You know, this is 8 of Swords energy. Feeling trapped or confined, but the only thing to fear is fear itself, okay? So if you're anxious about something, maybe ask yourself, how can I, these could be self-imposed limitations as well that you could be putting on yourself also, because there's an air of fear here of not making the right decision, of not being on course, not doing the right thing for either you or other people. Look at this. We have card number 12, Constellation Pisces with Bond. I feel like you bond with people very quickly, or you're very psychic or empathetic and intuitive. So it's like you heed to the calls and concerns of others because you're very empathetic. And I feel like that could be a gift and a curse a little bit, right? Like that Hercules energy. But let's see. Do I want to pull any more cards? I do. Because I feel like you're healing from this too. You're healing from like fear of the heart or something in regards to that pile number threes. I have this deck here and we'll use this deck because you guys do have rhodonite. So let's see, I did cleanse this off camera just in case I had to use this deck. Tell us more, Spirit, about our pile number threes path and their come up story. Tell us more in detail about our pile number threes path and their come up story. I feel like your come up has a lot to do with helping others, but fearing almost like you'll be taken advantage of, you know, or you don't have enough room to help yourself, but you do. That's just a fear. That's an irrational fear as well. Look, we have the 3 of Mirrors with red flags. I feel like if something feels very arduous and tedious for you, it could be a red flag, and maybe there might be some adjustments that need to be made here, right? Tell us more, Spirit, about our pile number three's come up story. Okay. Look, we have the 5 of Roses with competition. Very interesting. What's at the bottom of the deck? Card number 17, the cocktail party. Now, it's interesting because card number 17 is the star card in this deck, and it's talking about the cocktail party, excuse me. And this is talking about the come up story, right? This is talking about being invited, toasting, celebrating, things of that nature, having a wish fulfillment to the point where you have something to toast for, right? To toast to. Now with the 5 of roses, this is the 5 of wands, and you could be feeling like there's a self-imposed limitation or competition, but there's not. You're your own competition. And I also feel like maybe you feel like you have to compete for your own stuff, your own generosity, your own well-being, which you don't. What are the red flags coming up in pile number 3's come up story? What are these red flags? Look at this. Card number 12, to be continued, the cliffhanger. And this represents the hangman. This is being indecisive. This is being at a surrender. This is being sacrificial. You need to look at something with a whole new lens, a whole new set of lenses, a whole new perspective, pile number 3's. And this could be in regards to the imbalance of generosity here and being more generous to yourself. We have the sun card. The sun came out. It was the first card out the deck. So this is a beautiful reading nonetheless. And I feel like you're gaining clarity and you're seeing the light in regards to this. And this is a part of your come up story. You're definitely going to come up. You're definitely going to be successful because you are resourceful. A part of this come up story and this journey that you had to learn was not martyring yourself for others, but being also incorporating the generosity for you as well. Being about self, putting yourself first, right? Putting yourself first. And you could have feared that because you could have feared persecution or feared like coming across as selfish or whatever the case. But that's what I'm getting here is, that's not it at all, right? Look at this bottom of the deck. I don't even think I've ever seen this, card 2, and it's in reverse. 8 of mirrors in your head. You're too in your head about certain things. And these, again, almost the 8 of swords came out 3 times. Bottom of the deck, this card sets us with fear, and the 8 of mirrors in your head. There's too much overthinking and analyzing. I'm getting with this 8 of swords over analytical, over analyzing certain things and just biting that proverbial bullet and start being more self-oriented, not in totality, but just a percentage, like 1% more. You know what I mean? There's a lot of Virgo energy here. And so I feel like there's a lot of hyper analytical aspect to your personality. So yeah, so now let's conclude your reading with some roll of the Astro Dice. Last messages for our pile number 3's about their come up story. Pisces, 9th house, and Cancer energy. So some of y'all may be Pisces, Cancer. Some of y'all could have Pisces or Cancer in the 9th house. There's a lot of spiritual growth and development being had here, okay? This could be in regards to your empathy or your intuition. And I'm getting heavy emphasis on empathy because Cancers are water signs and they have a tendency to be highly empathetic as well. Okay, so again, sometimes empathy can be a gift and a curse, okay? And I feel like you're on the threshold, and because you're seeing things so much clearly now, and because I feel like there's going to be a lot of success coming in for you in regards to your come up story, but I feel like you've had to really discern who deserves the generosity and how to give it. Maybe it's not just all over giving your time or giving your money or giving your resources, right? Maybe you could be generous in other ways. So yeah, pile number 3's. That is all the time that I have for you, my dreamy dreamers. And that was your come up story. I kind of want to do a part 2, and I think I have a good idea of what the part 2 will be. But let me know in the comment section below if you guys want a part 2 to this reading, okay? I love you all so much. I really hope this reading resonated. If it did, please hit that thumbs up button, like, share, and subscribe. Share this content with loved ones, family, friends, or anyone who would benefit from these messages provided here today. If you all are interested in booking a private reading with me, look no further. My website is in the description box down below and you can book it there. I love you all so much and I'll see you in your next reading. Bye.